Good afternoon, this is my Shaman Oracle reading for this new week. Today is Monday, and I'm reading for Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. And this reading here is for Cancer. Welcome, Cancer. I'm using 5 decks, 1 card each, and the reading starts with the Divine Feminine Oracle card called Thecla. Thecla is about true power and says, I call my power back from all times and all places because I am my own. Who is she? Well, Thecla represents the ability to call back all of our power, and in the Acts of Paul in the Bible, it tells the story of Thecla dating back to the 2nd century, though some scholars believe its Greek composition could be dated back to as early as 70 CE. It relates to a young woman's call to a life of teaching and healing in the Christ movement in Asia Minor, current-day Turkey. Thecla, she was the daughter of Thecla, and at age 17, she overhears Paul teaching about Christ. And so she is staying in place at her window for 3 days, so she will not miss a word. Her mother had arranged for her to be married, so when Thecla feels called to begin her own ministry, she is sentenced to burn for refusing to be a bride. Just as the flames are surrounding her door, she makes the sign of the cross, and a huge storm puts the fire out. When she finds Paul, she cuts her hair short and she tells him, only give me the seal of Christ and no trial will touch me. But he suggests that she isn't ready for baptism yet. And shortly after, the president of the Council of Syria tries to take Thecla in the streets to be his bride. She then tears off his cloak and takes his crown from his head and publicly shames him for trying to take her without consent. She then is sentenced to death by wild beasts. And while she is in the arena, all the women protest and they proclaim that she is innocent. A huge lioness enters the arena, approaches Thecla, and then suddenly starts to lick her feet and bows before her. Thecla enters the pool in the arena that is filled with wild sea lions. The women fear she will be killed, but she declares, in the name of Jesus Christ, I baptize myself. And suddenly she is shielded and protected by a great ring of fire, and a glowing white robe suddenly appears on her body. So Paul tells her, go and teach the word of God. And it is recorded in the Acts of Paul in the Bible. And Thecla, she has lived until she was 90 and enlightened many. Her ministry proves the existence of female authority in the early Christian church. When this card comes up in your reading, Thecla's story is echoing from the ancient world to the modern world, saying, your life is up to you. Yes, there is the power of prayer, of faith, of asking for all possible spiritual support. But there's also divine will within each of us. Power is calling back all the control we give to others to dictate our lives, our potential life partners, our family members, our culture, even our ego's idea of who we should be. Thecla reminds us that we do not need permission to be who we are. We can cut our hair short and we can baptize ourselves. We are not bound by anything except the dictates of our own soul. So her mudra is one of awe and wonder. We have all the power right now within us to take our life into our own hands. That is the source of fire itself, the divine will to call back our spiritual authority and claim this life as our soul's own. So the soul voice meditation goes like this, asking, where have I given my power away? And the intention is answering, I call my power back from all times and all places because I am my own. And the Shaman's Dream Oracle card is Lay of the Land. And the lay of the land is about past lessons, being well informed, and ancestral wisdom. There are times when you are meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be a part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you are contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have laid well-worn paths and left wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you are better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or good advice from an expert or elder. That way, you will be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a pathway that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasure they have left behind for you to make your own journey. The Priestess of Light Oracle card is Sacred Gratitude, and it is about appreciation and prayer. This card brings a simple but profoundly important message to you. The woman peacefully stands alone in a quiet forest on this card, reverently placing her hands on an ancient tree. With her eyes closed, she feels a deep connection to the towering tree, truly appreciating its graceful, majestic presence in her life. This card is telling you to let go of external concerns long enough to spend some time in sacred gratitude. This reverent appreciation calls for you to pause and to reflect, to truly feel the value of your life and of your earthly environment down to the depths of your very soul. This is not so much about listening and listing of all the good things you already have, as it is about simply experiencing the wonder of being one with nature, one with your soul, and one with the planet and everything on it. This mystical approach is easy to adopt through a meditative thought, a deep breath, and a quiet smile. Be careful not to dismiss this choice as frivolous. This inwardly peaceful intention is actually a dynamic energy accelerator. Each quiet, uncluttered moment of gratitude will summon the communal grace of both the creative and magnetic forces flowing through the world, and you can ride these energetic waves with choice. So take some time to engage in this deeper sense of gratitude and joy now. Say this affirmation: I let go of external concerns and stop to appreciate life's deeper value. My spirit is grateful for life itself. And the next card is Mystical Shaman Oracle card, and out came the sun. And the essence of the sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. But either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings, and so allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in its zenith during the scorching summer. The invitation here is to ask, have you been hibernating? Have you been introspective? It is time to come out of your cave and savor the life-giving light of our star. The sun rekindles your passion and your creative energy. Life is calling you to shine your light and to add your lightness and humor to the seriousness around you. So get out and play. The medicine here is to have been shining your light. Maybe you have been shining your light for too long. So remember that daylight is only one half of the day. The night must have equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. So be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. And the last card is from the Sacred Forest Oracle, and it is Hummingbird Spirit. And the Hummingbird Spirit relates to joy. In the sacred forest, hummingbirds, they have incredible, beautiful auras, a shimmering, sparkling frequency surrounds them. And with every flower they dip into, the colors of their aura and the frequency of their energy is shifting. Each one hovers directly before you without fear, flashing in iridescent colors in the sun. The vibration of their wings sounds like the universal arm. Open your heart to the celebration of fun. Who told you that you need to suffer in order to grow? Your soul expands in leaps and bounds through following your bliss and expressing your love. So embrace life, yourself, and others in the moment. If you have been waiting until circumstances are different before you allow yourself to experience joy, you may have to wait a long time. Life is always changing, and if you do not follow your bliss now, when will you? Your purpose in life is to experience joy, so take steps toward that now by protecting your personal boundaries. You do not need to do everything all at once, but you do need to start. Happiness spreads to others like wildfire and can help heal the world. Although hummingbirds are small, they are capable of traveling great distances, and they can even fly backward. Their presence is a reminder that life is not just about reaching the destination, it is also about the joy of the journey. Hummingbirds visit an average of 1,000 flowers a day because they expend tremendous amounts of energy. It is necessary to have periodic times of rest. So follow their example and remember to replenish yourself. The spirit of the hummingbird says to you, replenish yourself. True happiness comes from following the dictates of your soul. Life is a change, so be open to change and look for joy in the moment. And find your boundaries and stand strong. Discover your joy because all is well. So Cancer, that was your reading. I thank you very much for listening. I wish you a wonderful day today. I wish you a great week ahead. Take care and goodbye.